Hi, this is Jeffrey Smith, and we're still in the market recon training section. And really, the objective of this exercise tactically is just to find as many questions as possible so that we can become the definitive subject matter expert when it's time to craft our content to entice click-through rates from people that are searching for more information. So we're going to look at 3 tools. One of them is ask.com, Yahoo Answers, and answers.com, which I happen to love because right now, since I went to our website, they're retargeting our SEO plugin, SEO Ultimate Plus. But aside from that, let's go ahead and stick to the training. First, with ask.com, much like Google, what I like to use this tool for is to find related search ideas. And so I'm just going to stick with the narrative here of modern homes or modern home. And so you'll see that the questions that pop up here are essentially modifiers such as designs, plans, interior design, architecture, etc. But if I click the result, you'll see that anything that's related to the subject that you clicked into, you're going to see a lot of really cool related ideas. One of the things that you'll see is you'll see a question or a cue if there are things that are related to that question in specific. So you'll see what this means, how to design an ultra-modern home. So you'll get a nice mix of competitors in the commercial space as well as questions. And so this is just a great tool that once again will help you to really dial into the mind of the consumer that's looking for related things like this. And if you were to go back to the root phrase, then it would also skew the related search the same way, where you can really find something that's a little more specific to your search query. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's go ahead and take a look at Yahoo Answers. And much in the same way, this is a moderated community. It was one of the first communities prior to Quora, which really is the one that I prefer to use. But we're going to go ahead and pose the same question. Just type in modern home. And I do like the ideas that pop up here. So you can see there's some really interesting questions that you could use. And so the idea here is, once again, we're just going to click search answers and really just sift and sort for anything that really sticks out. And so based upon where a consumer is at in their sales cycle, if they're just looking for information, if they're considering purchasing, you can really find answers that are specific to that. So if I were writing about what is it, well, then it tells me that modern decor actually refers to a specific era in the 50s. And so I could dig into that and write blog posts about that or craft my content in such a way. So once again, it's really not as elaborate as I would like as far as, we're going to look at Quora.com, which is really amazing. But this is just another place to find related search ideas and just sort of glean some of the questions and answers that people are actually asking about that topic. And now let's go over to answers.com. We're going to just perform the same exercise. If I start to type in things, much like Quora, you have the ability to log in. And if you're interested in driving additional traffic to your website, you can use a website such as this one to log in, create a very detailed answer. And as a result of that, people will actually go to your bio, which can then link to your website. And so if I just go ahead, click go, you'll once again find a mixture of different search results that are based upon the subject. So, okay, so let's just see. Questions must start with a question word. Let's just try this. What is a modern home? And I love the fact that they're showing our ads here, but not to digress. So this isn't Google, but you do have to dig, but I typically just like to use it for looking for related search ideas such as this. So let's go ahead and move on to go over into Quora. Basically what we did is we just looked at ask.com, we looked at Yahoo Answers, and we looked at answers.com just to get an idea of ways that you can find additional questions. All right, let's keep moving so that by the end of this market recon training, you're literally going to have the ability to see the entire scope of the market and really determine what tactic you'd like to deploy for driving more traffic to your website based on those questions and answers.